Hey everyone, welcome to Mastering Anthropology Writing. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson, or at least that's what Hisaria told me to call myself for today. We're about to embark on a fascinating journey into the world of anthropology writing. Now you might be thinking, Neil, what business do you have with anthropology? And you'd be right to ask. But trust me, just like the cosmos, the human story is full of wonder, complexity, and a whole lot of questions waiting to be explored. Anthropology, you see, isn't just about dusty artifacts and ancient rituals. It's about understanding the tapestry of human experience, from the grand sweep of our evolution to the intimate details of our daily lives. And just like any good story, it needs to be told in a way that's both informative and engaging. That's where the magic happens, my friends. It's about weaving together scientific rigor, the hard evidence, the data, the analysis, with the power of storytelling. Because let's face it, nobody wants to read a dry research paper that reads like a phone book from the Stone Age. We want to be transported. We want to feel the pulse of humanity across time and cultures. We want to be challenged, provoked, and ultimately left with a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. So buckle up, grab your notebooks, and get ready to unlock the secrets of anthropology writing. It's a journey worth taking. Now, before we even think about putting pen to paper, we need to lay a solid foundation. And in anthropology, that foundation is built on research. Think of yourselves as cosmic detectives, piecing together the mysteries of human culture. Your sources are your clues: ethnographic studies, archaeological digs, interviews, historical texts, and even the lived experiences of people from different cultures. But remember, just like a black hole warping space and time, cultural context matters. You can't just parachute into a culture, cherry-pick a few interesting details, and call it a day. You need to approach your research with respect, sensitivity, and a deep understanding of the complexities involved. So dig deep, explore diverse perspectives, and let the evidence guide your writing. All right, you've done your research, you're fired up and ready to write, but how do you grab your reader's attention from the get-go? You need a hook, my friends, something that reels them in like a tractor beam. Start with a provocative question, a startling statistic, or a vivid anecdote that sets the stage for what's to come. Think of it as the big bang of your anthropology paper. It needs to be explosive and captivating. Once you've got them hooked, it's time to lay out your thesis statement. This is your argument, your central claim. The North Star that will guide your reader through the constellation of your ideas. Make it clear, concise, and something that you can back up with solid evidence. Remember, a strong introduction is like a launch pad. It sets the trajectory for a successful mission. Chapter 4, from academia to the masses, structuring your content. Now let's talk about structure. Just like the universe has its laws of physics, good writing has its own set of principles. But here's the catch. You're not just writing for your anthropology professor. You want to make this knowledge accessible to a wider audience, to share the wonders of human culture with the world. So how do you bridge that gap? It's all about finding the right balance. For academic audiences, you'll need to adhere to specific formatting guidelines, use formal language, and provide thorough citations. But don't let that scare you away from engaging storytelling. Think of it as explaining complex astrophysics concepts to a general audience. You need to break it down, use vivid imagery, and make it relatable without sacrificing accuracy. Chapter 5, the Jargon Juggling Act, finding the right words. Now let's talk jargon. Every field has its own language, its own set of technical terms that can sound like a foreign language to outsiders, and anthropology is no exception. But here's the thing. Too much jargon can alienate your readers, making them feel like they're lost in space without a spacesuit. The key is to strike a balance. Use discipline-specific terms when necessary to convey precise meaning, but always define them clearly and provide context. Remember, you're not trying to impress your readers with your vast vocabulary. You're trying to share your knowledge and passion for anthropology. So, choose your words wisely and let your writing be a bridge, not a barrier, to understanding. Chapter 6, where facts dance with narrative, finding the human connection. We're talking about human stories here, folks. And what makes a story truly captivating? It's the human element, the emotional core that resonates with our own experiences. That's why it's crucial to find that sweet spot between objectivity and narrative storytelling. Yes, you need to present the facts, the evidence, the anthropological theories, but don't be afraid to weave in personal anecdotes, compelling narratives, and evocative language that brings your writing to life. Think of it like this. The facts are the stars, but the stories are the constellations that connect them and give them meaning. So let your writing sparkle with both the brilliance of knowledge and the warmth of human connection. Chapter 7. Beyond the written word, incorporating visuals and data. In the digital age, we're bombarded with information from all directions. So how do you make your anthropology writing stand out from the crowd? One word, visuals. Think of it like this. Our brains are wired to process visual information more readily than text alone. A single image, map or chart can convey complex ideas more effectively than paragraphs of description. Don't be afraid to get creative. Use photographs from your fieldwork. Create infographics to illustrate statistical data, or even incorporate short video clips to provide a glimpse into different cultures. Remember, the goal is to create an immersive and engaging experience for your readers, and visuals are your secret weapon. Chapter 8. The Cardinal Sin of Writing, Avoiding Plagiarism. Now let's talk about something that's non-negotiable in the world of writing: academic integrity. Just like we wouldn't tolerate someone claiming credit for discovering a new galaxy, we can't abide by plagiarism. It's the ultimate form of intellectual dishonesty, and it has no place in anthropology or any other field. When you use someone else's ideas, words, or data without proper attribution, you're essentially stealing their intellectual property. And in the academic world, that's a one-way ticket to a failing grade, or worse. So how do you avoid this cosmic collision? It's simple. Cite your sources. Every quote, every paraphrase, every idea that's not your own needs to be properly attributed. Chapter 9. Polishing your masterpiece. The art of editing and proofreading. You've poured your heart and soul into your writing, you've crafted a compelling narrative, and you're ready to share it with the world. But hold on, there's one crucial step left: editing and proofreading. Think of it like this. Even the most brilliant stars need a little polishing to shine their brightest. Typos, grammatical errors, and awkward phrasing can distract from your message and undermine your credibility. So take your time, read your work slowly and carefully, and don't be afraid to ask a trusted friend or colleague to give it a second look. Remember, clarity is key. You want your readers to focus on your ideas, not your mistakes. Chapter 10. The shape-shifting nature of content adapting to different platforms. In today's digital landscape, it's not enough to be a good writer. You need to be a master of adaptation. Think about it. The way we consume information has changed dramatically. We've gone from dusty library books to sleek smartphones, from academic journals to bite-sized blog posts. So how do you ensure that your anthropology writing resonates with different audiences on different platforms? It's all about tailoring your content to fit the medium. For academic journals, you'll need to adhere to strict formatting guidelines and use formal language. But for a blog post or social media update, you can be more conversational and visually driven. Title from the field to the page, leveraging your fieldwork. As anthropologists, you have a unique advantage: first-hand experience. You've walked the walk, talked the talk, and immersed yourselves in different cultures. That's invaluable material for your writing. Don't be afraid to draw upon your fieldwork experiences to add depth, authenticity, and a personal touch to your work. Share anecdotes, describe your observations, and let your readers see the world through your eyes. Remember, it's your unique perspective that sets your writing apart. So, tap into those memories, relive those moments, and let your fieldwork experiences breathe life into your words. Title: Navigating the Minefield, Common Pitfalls to Avoid. Even the most seasoned writers make mistakes, but the best writers learn from them and strive to improve. So let's talk about some common pitfalls to avoid in anthropology writing. One of the biggest mistakes is ethnocentrism, judging other cultures based on the standards of your own. Remember, anthropology is about understanding and appreciating cultural diversity, not imposing your own values on others. Another pitfall is relying too heavily on stereotypes or generalizations. Human cultures are complex and multifaceted, and it's important to avoid reducing them to simplistic caricatures. Finally, be wary of making sweeping statements or drawing conclusions without sufficient evidence. The world of anthropology is constantly evolving, with new discoveries, theories, and perspectives emerging all the time. So how do you stay ahead of the curve? It's like exploring the cosmos. There's always something new to discover. Make it a habit to read widely in your field, attend conferences, and engage with other anthropologists online and in person. Follow relevant journals and publications, subscribe to anthropology blogs and podcasts, and join professional organizations to stay informed about the latest research and trends. Remember, the more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to write insightful and engaging anthropology content. In the world of academia, collaboration is key. Just like astronomers rely on each other to interpret data from distant galaxies, anthropologists benefit from sharing their work and receiving feedback from peers. Don't be afraid to reach out to experts in your field, attend workshops, or participate in peer review processes. Fresh perspectives can help you identify weaknesses in your arguments, strengthen your analysis, and improve the overall quality of your writing. Remember, the goal is not to be right all the time, it's to be open to learning and growing as a writer and a thinker. So you've mastered the art of anthropology writing, you've produced some stellar pieces, and you're ready to take your career to the next level. What's next? It's time to build your portfolio and showcase your skills to the world. Create an online presence, publish your work in reputable journals and publications, and network with other professionals in your field. Remember, your portfolio is your calling card, your chance to make a lasting impression on potential employers or clients, so curate it carefully, highlight your strengths, and don't be afraid to toot your own horn a little. The world needs your insights, your perspectives, your unique voice as an anthropology writer. We've journeyed far, explored the intricacies of anthropology writing, and uncovered the secrets to crafting compelling and insightful content. But remember, this is just the beginning. The human story is vast, complex, and ever-evolving. Just like the universe, there's always something new to discover, something to challenge our assumptions, and push the boundaries of our understanding. So, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep writing. Your voice matters, your perspective is valuable, and the world needs your insights. Now go out there and share your passion for anthropology with the world.